Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so I can monitor the live stream at the same time. But, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about the Sunwayfoto HB-02 and the 03. Why there are many ball heads that fail. Let me explain. Let me show you what's going on here. You see this? I can't fix this. And even when I tighten the EXO or X bolt, it still comes loose. And not only that, it has some play. So with that said, everyone, I just want to make a quick live update on the Sunwayfoto HB-03 and HB-02. I'm in a coffee shop right now, so take this with a grain of salt. And let me explain what's going on with these mini ball heads from Sunwayfoto. So, I don't use them quite as much, but when I do use them, I use them with light gear, like LED lights. But you can see there's some play. You see that play? That's not good. No matter what I do, no matter how I tighten the bolts, it still has play. So, I noticed this when I had this ball head a couple months ago, and I stopped using it on the PCR01 cage, just back and forth. Even when it's on a super clamp, back and forth. So, ladies and gentlemen, these ball heads from Sunwayfoto are pretty much useless if they can't not take any of the stress or the tightening mechanism on this joint here. This is just flexible. All these have a little flex. Look at this one. I don't have to put this on a tripod to show you the flex. Look at the flex. That's no good. That is no good for something that you want to use for a logging material, or you want to put a logging camera on this, or an iPhone on this so you can log. And what happens is when you're logging, let me just demo, when you demo and when you're like doing live streams and you're like doing logs, you can feel that shake. Look, you see it? And your footage comes out very shaky because of this ball head. So I do not recommend it from Sunwayfoto. And two, I think Sunwayfoto can make better ball heads than this. This is so old school. And I think it would have been better if we just had a one latch system that you just turn the latch left or right to tighten it or untighten it, because this is kind of ruining my hands and my fingertips. Not only that, it's a not very, I say, constructed and productivity gear that I can use all the time, but like tightening this to make sure this is tight all the time, which is not, which I prefer if this had a mechanism lock, you lock it to the left or the right, it'd have been so much better. But using this looks cool, don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but it's not stable. So with that, tell everyone. And just a demo, like, you see this? I can't use this Sunwayfoto. If this keeps coming out, what's the point of buying these ball heads for like $20 when they don't work very well? So, with that, tell everyone, I'm not trying to bash the brand, but this is my honest world opinion and real world opinion about Sunwayfoto mini ball heads, because they don't work as intended for quite some time, and they fail. So I stopped using them and bought other new ball heads. And as you can see, I went through 3. Yes, I went through 3 of these, and still all 3 do not work very well. I have 3 because the first one failed, and I tried to crazy glue it. Wait, see? I tried to crazy glue it, and even that, it's a problem, because if I want to tilt my my logging camera. What if I want to tilt? I can't tilt if I'm cleaning gluing in, right? So, with that said, everyone, these ball heads, these mini ball heads from Sunwayfoto are just useless if they can't be stable. And it can help me make a log without this play that's in here. You see the play? Again, I'm showing you the play. Shaking. Too much play. So, they are not very good ball heads. So, with that said, everyone, I do like them. Don't get me wrong. I do like how I like the design. But what I don't like, as I said before, everyone, is that the HB-03 should have came with a latch system, so I don't have to keep doing this. It's just tedious, friend. It's just tedious. I should be able to hold the latch, tighten this down, put the way I want, and then latch it and lock it. But there's no system like that. And I've seen this from other brands that have up-to-date mini ball heads that are way better than this. So with that said, everyone, I do not recommend the HB-03 at all, just because not very good for logging, not very good for keeping things stable. It's good for keeping things stationary when you want to use it as a light, but not going to be using this if this keeps failing. And as you can see, like I said, I went through quite a few of them, and I still have a few more inside my wagon. So it goes to show you how many I went through them in order to find out if this was a flaw or just a minor, R&D problem. But it's not an R&D problem. It's a manufacturing problem. They don't test these ball heads, I don't believe, as they claim to. They claim to test these. I'm not sure. But listen, Sunwayfoto, you have to test your own gear in order to make sure that these work substantially well for logging or for stationary or for moving. Because when you're moving, that play, especially when you have an iPhone or a logging camera, that's not good for stabilization. So, with that, tell everyone, just giving you guys context on the Sunwayfoto HB-03 and the HB-02. And as you can see, the HB-02 super fail. Look at that. Because of this bolt won't stay tightened. It always gets loose. And then the rotating plate down here gets loose too all the time. And just starts turning for no reason. So, no matter what I do, no matter what axle I use, I either strip the axle. Yes, I end up stripping some of these axles. Let me just show you, so you guys have a good idea what I'm talking about. Where are the axles? Okay. You see these Rex tools? I keep stripping it because of these ball heads. Because you're supposed to tighten them down, as Sunwayfoto require me to do so. And when I do, I strip these axles or these next bolts or tools. Rex tools, I'm sorry, these are called Rex tools. And I keep stripping them because of this. So Sunwayfoto, like I said, you have a problem with the HB-03 and it needs to be improved. There should be a third model of this with better tightening and better pistons and bolts or hardware, because these bolts that you're using are good, but they're stripping the Rex tools at the same time. So it defeats the purpose why you give me those tools when those tools don't do anything to help me prevent from problems with the ball head. So with that said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this live stream video. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash Sunwayfoto, but Sunwayfoto needs to know about how many I went through these. And I went through a total of 7, and all 7 failed. So with that said, this has been a Sunwayfoto product, and I hope you guys understand that this is Sunwayfoto products. Not all of Sunwayfoto products are bad. Okay? The tripods are pretty good, but we have to see that in 1 year period, because we had a tripod that failed after 9 months of using it, and it wasn't user error. It was manufacturing error for using some type of adhesive glue to weld metal to metal onto a plate. So with that said, everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Happy shooting.